Hi everyone, and welcome back to Handmade to Inspire. My name is Dayani, and on today's video we're going to be working on this cute little frog keychain. It's perfect if you just started crocheting. It's super easy to make. It's a no-sew project and it's super fast, so let's get started. So we're going to be making our magic circle. And we're going to make 6 single crochets. So we're going to pull the yarn to close the circle. We're going to add our stitch marker, and row number 2 we're going to be making increases in each stitch around, and we're going to end up our row with 12 stitches. So we're going to be making 2 single crochets on the same stitch in every single stitch. I will be finishing mine and I'll come back. So we finish row number 2, we're going to start row number 3, and we're going to be making 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochets on the next. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and we're going to repeat the same process in each stitch around, and we're going to end up this row with 18 stitches. So we finish row number 3 and we're going to start row number 4, and on this row we're going to be making bubble stitches to create the eyes of the frog. So we are going to make 8 single crochets. So this is 1, 2. So we finish our 8 single crochets. We're going to start with the bubble stitch. To make a bubble stitch, you have to yarn over, pull the yarn through like if you're going to make a half double crochet, but instead of the yarn over and pull through all the loops, we're going to pull through 2 only, and we're going to end up with 2 loops on our hook. So we're going to repeat this process one more time. Yarn over, pull the yarn through, pull the yarn through 2, and we have 3. We have to have a total of 5 loops, so we need to make 2 more times. So this is 1, pull through 2, and the last one. And here, instead of pull through 2 only, we're going to pull through all the loops. So what I recommend is hold the yarn tight so you can pull easily through all the loops. Once you have that done, you're going to single crochet 8. So we make our first single crochet, and we're going to push the bubble out so it forms the eye. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the last stitch, we're going to be making a bubble stitch again. So we're going to yarn over, pull the yarn through, yarn over again, pull through 2, and we're going to repeat this 3 more times. 3, 4. We have 4 loops. We need 5, so we need 1 more. And instead of pulling through 2, we're going to pull through all the loops, and we're going to finish our row. So we're going to put our stitch marker, And we're going to start row number 5. On row number 5, what we're going to do, we're going to be making 1 single crochet, 2, and then we're going to increase. One more time, we're going to do 1, 2 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets together on the same stitch. And we're going to repeat this in each stitch around. I'll do my row and I'll come back. Okay, so we finished row number 5, and we're going to start row number 6, where we will add the white part of the belly. So we're going to be making a color change on this row and on the following 2. So it's going to be a total of 4 rows with a color change. So to start, we will be making 17 single crochets. So here I have 16 single crochets. I'm going to make my stitch number 17, and I'm also going to be making the color change in here. So I'm going to yarn over like if I'm going to make my single crochet normally, but instead of finishing off with the green yarn, I'm going to attach the white yarn. I'm going to pull through, and I'll finish the single crochet with the white yarn, and I'm going to be crocheting 3 more single crochets. So this is 1, 2, and the last one I will do the same thing. I will make a color change back to the green. You won't cut any yarn, you just leave the yarn here, so when you come back to make the other rows, you already have the yarn waiting for you. So I will finish my row with 4 single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. As we're not making any increase, we're going to be finishing the following 4 rows with 24 stitches. So now we're going to start row number 7, and we're going to be making 16 single crochets. So 1, 2. Okay, I'm about to make stitch number 16, and we're going to be making a color change. And we're going to be making 5 single crochets in white. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one we're going to go back to green. Once again, we don't cut any yarn, and we'll finish our row with the green yarn. Going to be making 3 single crochets. So we're going to row number 8, and we're going to be doing the same thing as we did on row number 7. We're going to be making 16 single crochets. So here I'm changing my yarn color to white. I'm making 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my last one, so I'm going to go back to green. And I'm going to finish my row with 3 single crochets. So we're going to start row 9. Row 9 will be our last color change, and also will be the row where we add the little feet from the frog. So we're going to be making 4 bubble stitches on this row. So we will start by making 11 single crochets. So this is 1, 10, and 11. So on the next stitch, we're going to be making our first bubble stitch. So once again, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat the same process 3 more times. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and the last one, yarn over, and we're going to pull through all the loops. Last one. So we finish our bubble and we're going to be making 3 single crochets. So this is 1, we push our bubble to the front, 2 and 3, and we're going to be making our next bubble stitch on this in here. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one. I'm going to pull the yarn through all the loops, and here we're going to start making our single crochet. We push the bubble stitch to the front, and we're going to finish with the color change to white color. And now we are making 3 single crochets in white. So this is 1, 2, and 3. And here we go back to the green color, and we're going to single crochet 1. Now we're going to go back and do another bubble stitch. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull all through all the loops, make a single crochet, 1 and 2. And here we finish our row, and we're going to be making our last bubble stitch on the following one. So here on row number 10, we're going to make 1 single crochet, and we're going to make our last bubble stitch on the following stitch. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 5 loops. We're going to pull through all the loops, and then we're going to be making 22 single crochets to finish row number 10. I'll finish mine and I will come back. Here we have our 22 stitches done. We finish row number 10. We're going to cut the yarn, the white one, and we're going to be placing our safety eyes on the first 2 bubble stitches we made before. So we place one in here, the other one, and we can also stuff our little frog. So we're going to start with row number 11, and we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to make 1 single crochet, 2, and we're going to decrease. I do invisible decreases, so instead of grabbing the whole yarn, I just use the front loops from the 1 and 2, pull the yarn through, and then we have invisible decrease. So one more time, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then we're going to be making an invisible decrease on the next, where we are just going to grab the front loops from the next 2 stitches, and we're going to yarn over, pull through those 2 loops, and we have our invisible decrease ready. I'm going to be repeating this in each stitch around, and I'll come back once I'm done. Here we finish row number 11. We end up with 18 single crochets. Now we're going to be doing row 12, where we're going to be making 1 single crochet and a decrease. So 1 single crochet and a decrease, and we're going to be repeating this in each stitch around. I will do my row and I'll come back. Okay, so we finish row number 12, end up with 12 stitches. We're going to be making our last row right now, so we have to stuff our frog. Once you have your frog firmly stuffed, chubby, you're going to be making our last row, which is we will be making 6 invisible decreases. So it will be grabbing the front loops only, and we're going to pull the yarn through and make our single crochet, and this make 1 decrease, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one, 6. So we're going to remove our stitch marker, and if you're going to make this just a plushie, you can cut a little bit of yarn to weave the ends in. But now if you're going to make keychain, you cut like a long, not extremely long, but a good amount, because you will have to go back inside through the magic circle to make the little chain to add your keychain on it. So I normally like grab this amount of yarn, I think is enough. Also, if you have your plushie ready and you want to add the keychain on it, all you have to do is grab a long piece of yarn and do the same process I'm about to make right now. It's very easy, it's not complicated at all. So we're going to push our yarn, we're going to grab our needle, and first we are going to close the hole. So we're going to grab the front loops only from each stitch, pull the yarn through. I'm going to be doing this 3 times, so this is 2 and 3. That's the last time, the last 2 stitches, and we're going to pull tight to close the hole. Once we have that done, we're going to grab our needle, put through the hole, and come out in the middle of our magic circle. So we're going to pull the yarn through, pull it tight, and we are going to grab grab our crochet hook and we're going to put the crochet inside the magic circle, and we're going to out on the following row. We're going to pull the yarn through, and we're going to chain 1 to secure the yarn. Once we do this, we're going to chain 15 because we need a total of 16 chains. So this is 1, 2. So here I have 16 chains. I'm going to grab my keychain. I'll pull up this loop a little bit, and I'm going to put the yarn through the ring, pull it so I know it's here, secure. Now I'm going to do the same process on the other side. So I attach on this side, and I'm going to finishing on the opposite. So I'm going to put the yarn, I put the crochet hook inside the magic circle. On the next row, pull the yarn through, and I'm going to slip stitch into, I don't know if you guys can see, just a second, let me do this again. So I'm placing my crochet hook in here on the magic circle. I'll pull the yarn through. I have 2 loops on my crochet hook, and I'm going to pull that yarn through the loop that I already have on my crochet hook. It's hard to show this on camera, but it's not complicated to make. So once I slip stitch into the loop I have on my crochet hook, I'm going to pull the yarn through, tighten it up, make sure it's even, and I'm going to grab my yarn needle, and I'm going to go into the magic circle to the bottom of the plushie. Try to be centered if it's possible. And you're going to pull the yarn through, pull it tight. You have your keychain, attach it, and you're going to weave in the end a little bit to secure the yarn. And you are done. Fast enough. Cut the yarn. I like to hide my yarn inside the plushie, and you have your keychain ready. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That will help me a lot to keep bringing more free tutorials for all of you. And I will have the PDF file for this pattern available on my Ko-fi shop. I will leave the link for the shop in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.